Hi everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of Video Game Dad, the show that's the weird black sheep. I'm the VG Dad, and this of course is the VG Kid. I don't think it's any secret that I love The Legend of Zelda. I've gone on record as saying The Link to the Past is my favorite game. Heck, there's a huge Ocarina of Time wall scroll right behind me. For the final week of sequel-prequel month, I thought there was no better send-off than a return look at one of my favorite video game series. Like any series, there has to be a least favorite game. Surprisingly, despite its notoriety, it's not today's game. Today, we are playing
Zelda 2.
That's right, we are playing Zelda 2: The Adventures of Link on the NES. Are you ready to get started?
Maybe.
Okay, let's get to it. Okay, I just had to wait for that little jingle jangle to stop, because dang, I love this game. Not as much as I love Link to the Past, but I do love me some Legend of Zelda, and I figured this was probably a pretty good way to close out our prequel-sequel month.
Cat.
What a surprise. I shouldn't have even asked. I should have just automatically entered Cat, because when we enter a name on VG Dad, we're always Cat. So hey guys, it's Zelda 2, and in a weird twist of fate, we're actually playing this the same week that the new Legend of Zelda game is going to be coming out. Our videos come out on Tuesdays, and the new Legend of Zelda game is coming out on March. The new Legend of Zelda game comes out on March 3rd, along with the Switch. I didn't plan it that way. I actually I scheduled out what games we were going to play. I scheduled this out like a month ago. It might have even been before the Nintendo conference.
That kind of looks like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, it does kind of look like... That guy did kind of look like Beast from Beauty and the Beast. I agree. Alright, we gotta watch out because there's actually a little sneaky guy. You can kind of see his pixels googling along. Oh, sweet.
I can't even see anything.
You had to look right down at the bottom of the screen. You could kind of see his little feet going... He was moving. Anyway, Legend of Zelda. I figured this would be a great way to close out our month because I really love this game, and I think that it gets a lot more flack than it deserves. There's a lot of things that this game...
What month is it right now?
Well, right now we're actually recording this on the last day of January, but at the time this video comes out, it'll be the last Tuesday in February, which I think is the 27th. It might be the 28th. No, it's the 28th. Dang it! So yeah, I think this game gets a lot of undeserved flack. There's a lot of things about this game that are now staples of the Zelda series that, right off the bat, one of the things that gets introduced in this game is the magic meter, which the first Zelda game did not have a magic meter. Also, we didn't really explore it, but there are towns and stuff that you can explore, and again, there weren't towns in the first Legend of Zelda game. And towns are actually a great place to gather information. I see, one of the biggest criticisms that I see leveled at this game is that it's very cryptic, which it's really not. Because what you can do, you can go into the towns and you can talk to people. And, because it is the NES, they're very limited in the things that they can say. They're usually, I think, they're limited to just one box of dialogue. So they kind of have to scrunch the words together and make it a little bit, it's a little bit Englishy, but... they still convey the information that they need to convey. Oh, I'm not even going to bother with this guy. He gives you 50 experience points, but it takes a long time to kill him. So I'm not even going to bother. I'm trying to jump over these kangaroo dudes, but they're making it difficult on me. Anyway, you can talk to the townspeople, and they'll actually tell you pretty much exactly what you need to know. The first town that you see, you go in there, there's a couple people you can talk to. There's one person that tells you that Parappa Palace is in the desert to the east, and then there's another person that says there's a candle in Parappa Palace.
Spoilers.
No spoilers. So anyway, that right there, that's enough information to tell you exactly where you need to go. Whereas Legend of Zelda 1, you don't get that.
VG Dad, more like teaching to everyone.
Yeah, all right. The same key. Whoa, no! Oh no! He's throwing. What is he throwing at me? What are these? They hurt though. That's real ouch. Oh, I died. Going back to criticisms about this game, What was I saying? Oh yeah, like the first Legend of Zelda game, you get even less information. Like there's some people that you can talk to that they'll give you information.
That looks like a monster meatball.
It looks like a monster meatball, yeah, right?
Hello.
Anyway, there's people in caves and stuff that you can talk to, and they'll tell you, oh, take the letter to this person and do this thing. But then, shush, phone. There's definitely a rhyme and a reason to it. But with this game, it's like, if you need information...
Zelda looks much cooler.
Well, this is Link. Zelda's the girl, remember?
Oh.
Zelda's the princess. Ah, dang it! I'm getting destroyed.
Because it's been a year since we've played Zelda.
It hasn't been that long. The last Zelda game we played Link to the Past Random for our 100th episode, and that was only 12 episodes ago? It hasn't been that long. If you don't know where you need to go in this game, just go to the town, and they'll probably tell you what you need to do. Like, I know that one of the big memes about this game is the character that's called Error. Like, you go into his house, and literally he just says, I am Error. And you're like, what is this? Why is this in the game? He's an error. Why did they leave him in the game? But he's actually, like, he's one of in the second town, I believe. I can't remember what the town is called. It's either Raru or Saria. Because, hey, another fun fact about this game, all the towns have the same names as the sages in the
game.
In Ocarina of Time. There's one town, like, I think it's Mido Town. Like, Mido is not a sage in Ocarina of Time, but... Oops, this is the boss. We never got the dungeon item.
My little Lego girl has a spoon.
She does indeed have a spoon. Anyway, Error is in one of these towns, and like you meet him the first time, he just says, I am Error, and you're like, why is this Error in the game? This makes no sense. But then you get about halfway.
You're making no sense.
Yeah. But then you get about halfway through the game.
Cause you make no sense, cause you make no sense, cause you make no sense, cause you make no sense.
So anyway, you get a little bit further in the game, and I think it might be Bagu, which there's more to this story than that.
Who's Bagu?
He's another character in this game. But anyway, I think it's him.
What?
But you talk to this other character, and he's like, go see Error, and then you go talk to him, and Error's like, oh hey, here's this thing you have to do. And then it's like, oh, alright, cool. But anyway, the reason that he's called Error, it was actually supposed to be a joke, but the joke kind of got lost. Dadgum, I think that's game over. Ah, GGVG. Boo 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 boo. And it boots you all the way back to the beginning. Boo. That is one of the... This game is not without flaws. The joke about Error was supposed to be there's this other character called Bagu, but that didn't get translated. His name is actually supposed to be Bug. So there's these two characters, there's Error and Bug, and it's supposed to be a joke, but because Bagu's name didn't get translated properly, the joke kind of got lost. So that's what happens with 80s localization, guys.
We have a Link poster.
That's true, we do have a Link poster. I actually have quite a lot of Legend of Zelda paraphernalia. Like, I've got that. I have my Hyrule Crest hoodie. I also have a mug that's got the Hyrule Crest on one side and the Legend of Zelda logo on the other side. And I have a water bottle that's an illustrated scene that's, I think, it's supposed to be from Skyward Sword because it's kind of that art style. So yeah, I kind of like Legend of Zelda a little bit, guys. Oh no! Oh, that guy was going Speed Racer over here. Get out of here, Speed.
Skeleton guy.
Oh, dude.
Skeleton guy.
Oh no, he's coming for me!
Invite you.
We didn't invite them. Oh, it's these jerks that were the ones that killed me.
Those are the jelly blobs.
They are jelly blobs. Stop turning around, Link. That's the problem with playing this with a newer controller, is that it's a little bit spongy. So sometimes you do things that you didn't intend to. Yeah, I got that pee. I got that pee bag. Oh, I'm so in trouble.
Nope.
Nope. Like I said, this game is not without its flaws. It's definitely not a perfect game,
I wish
and
all
that's
the monsters were tiny.
that'd certainly make them a lot easier. Oh, this guy again. This guy is one of my least favorite enemies. They get so much tougher. Like most NES games, there's just palette swaps. Like the red guys are a lot tougher, and then the blue guys throw their swords at you, and they're just the worst. Yay! I got the candle. Now we can go explore that cave. Now we can actually go back and fight the boss. Like, basically, the plot of this game is you're taking all these crystals back to the palaces to prevent Ganon from rising, and it's this whole thing. Oh no, he's coming for me. Oh, he's coming for me. Oh, he's coming for me. The little bubble. That's what those guys are called. They're called bubbles.
They look like skeletons without heads.
They do, but they're called bubbles. That's just what they're called. Yeah, really. Alright. Get that attack up, though.
You better be joking me.
I wish I was, but that's really what they're called. Anyway, the plot of this game is you're supposed to take crystals back to the palaces to prevent Ganon from being raised from the dead.
Whoa.
Because this game is actually a direct sequel to the first Legend of Zelda game. It just takes place 100 years later, I think. And there's this whole thing about the lore and like, this is the first Zelda and you're actually like a descendant of the original Link, and there's all these things, and yeah, I couldn't even begin to try to explain it to you, but
he looks taller than the first one.
He is taller than the first one. Get out of here.
Ooh,
P-Bag. Now we're heading into this boss battle, and
they're messing with us.
I
wish there wasn't any monsters or bosses at all.
But then you wouldn't have an adventure. What would be the point of even playing the game? If there weren't any bosses or monsters, you're just wandering through the land and seeing the sights and being like, hey, look, this grass is real nice. Wow, what a cool looking tree. And now we can see this jerk that kept trying to attack us. See, that's what the candle does. And there's actually a cave that's up to the north and the west a little bit that is the next plot point
like
of the game.
Blob.
He does. There's a little cave that's up to the north and west a little bit.
Whoa. I thought you were gonna get bonked by that dude a bunch of times.
I thought I was too. Anyway, there's a cave that has the next plot point. Like, you go into the next town and they're like, hey, go get our town idol or something. I can't remember exactly what it is. It's some sort of MacGuffin. And then, like, you can actually access that town right away, right off the bat. And so, like, you can go there and be like, hey, we need our idol. And so you can be like, all right, I'm going to go to that cave. So you go into this cave and it's dark and you're like, oh man, I need something to see in this cave. I better come back. So you explore a little bit more, and then you go to the other town and they're like, hey, you should go to Parappa Palace and get the candle. And then you're like, oh sweet, where's Parappa Palace? And you go talk to more people and they're like, Parappa Palace is in the desert. Then you're like, oh, okay, sweet. So see, this game is not as bad as everybody thinks it is. You're all jerks for not liking this game. Ouch, that guy poked me in the knees. That was very rude of him. Stop blocking me. Get out of town. See, the strategy with these guys is you gotta jump slash at them. Anyway, yeah, all these little monsters, they're all minions of Ganon. They're trying to stop Link from putting the crystals back. Oh, we gotta fight Horseface. Get out of here, Horseface.
More like Horseman.
He is a horseman. Ow. I think he's actually called Horsehead. I think that's his actual name. So like I said, this game is not without its flaws.
That's a weird name.
One of the biggest complaints that I legitimately understand about this game is the fact that, you know, the lives are an interesting mechanic and like they're trying to kind of mix things up. Ow, you jerkbag. They're kind of trying to mix things up with the lives, and I get what they were going for, but the problem is that you get that game over and it boots you all the way back to the beginning. Except the only time that doesn't happen is when you're in the final dungeon, which it's like, man, if you could do it for that one, why can't you do it for all of them? No! Dang it! This boss is so difficult. So here's the cave that I was talking about. You go in here and like if you go in here, it does. If you go in here at first, like you can't see anything.
Lava,
I think
lava.
Yeah, I think you can't even see the lava if you come in here without a. Well, all right then.
It looks like blood.
It does kind of look like blood. But I think you can't even see that if you come in here without a candle. So, you know, you walk in here and you're just like, oh, hey, here's this dark cave, and then you just fall in the lava and you're dead. And it's a bad time. And everybody cries real tears. But anyway, you come in here, like, this is basically the next destination after you finish Parappa Palace. You come in here and you get this angel statue, and you go and you take it back to town. And you beat up this jerk who's throwing boomerangs. Cut it out! So real quick, I just wanted to show you this next town, just to kind of show you what I was talking about. Like, there's all these people, like you can talk to this person, Ooh, did a Lego fall in the trash? Ooh. You can talk to this person and she'll heal you and blah blah adult jokes. I know, guys, grow up. I can restore your life. And then she does. You come in here, I think this is error. See? He just says, I am error. And you're like, what?
What the what?
What?
What the what?
So this is the basic layout of the towns. All the towns gonna look like this. They've got people just running through and kind of doing their own thing. And you talk to the lady. Use keys in palaces. They are found in. Let's hear for that slow text crawl. And I think there is a wise man in this town. Maybe not. You know what? It might be the next town. It is, I'm pretty sure that it is this town down here. You have to go through the cave and then there's another town on the other side of the cave.
Boop, bop, boop.
Yep, if you go in that cave, you'll go out the other end. Anyway, we're past our time limit now.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yep. Anyway, we're past our time limit. I was kind of hoping I'd get to show you guys beating a boss, but Horsehead kind of is a jerk. So we'll see you guys in the outro. Alright, so after a little bit of time with Zelda 2, what did you think?
Good.
What did you like about it?
Fighting the bad guys.
Okay, and is there anything that you did not like?
Lava.
Okay, so what kind of rating do you want to give to this game?
5 rainbow cats.
Sounds good to me. Well, as I said at the top of the show and throughout the video, this is far from my least favorite Zelda game. In fact, I like it better than the first one. It tried to do something new instead of just crapping out an identical sequel, and it made huge strides for the franchise. Upon its release, it was very well received. It's only in recent years that it's become a black mark on the series, though the tide seems to be shifting back the other way again. Suffice it to say, I love this game. It's not without flaws, the lives and being sent back to the start on a game over being chief among them, but it also does a lot of things right, and helped shape the franchise into what we know today. If you've written this game off, I highly recommend giving it a second look. Well, that is all the time that we have for this week, guys. As always, we hope that you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you back here next week. Until then, keep playing.